Okay, so on my screen I have two objects. I'm just going to zoom in so I have them on all screens. I've already imported these ones. I'm going to import just one more. I'm going to open this crow with wings. I'm going to give this lion wings. And I've already done this for a couple of the objects, but I am going to change this from a mesh to a NURBS surface. Actually, first I'm going to do reduce mesh. As a general rule, I would not work with something with more than 5,000 meshes. I would reduce it significantly. On this particular one, I reduced it to 3,500, and that's actually pretty good. So I'm going to leave that there. This is actually still a mesh as well. So what I'm going to do now is a mesh to NURBS, which creates a Rhino native surface, which is called a NURBS surface. And I'm going to hide this. You can work with meshes directly with the mesh tools, but for the amount of time we have on this project, I think you're better off sticking with the NURBS surface, at least for the most part. So I'm going to see where I'm at on this mesh. I'm going to reduce this to about 4,000 just to make this a little bit easier on my computer. And then I'm going to do the mesh to NURBS as well. And the key with this is you cannot, and I'm going to hide that, you cannot merge or Boolean or anything a mesh to a NURBS surface or NURBS object. It will not work. So you either have to work with all meshes or all NURBS surfaces. All right, so I'm going to hide that now. And so the first thing I'm actually going to do is I want to give this lion wings. So what I'm actually going to do now is I'm going to go to the front box and I am going to start drawing a box across this surface, and then I'm going to go in this one and make the other one, just so that I end up with a box. Clearly I'm missing a piece of the wing, so I'm actually going to move this around until I've got it sitting kind of where I want it to. I might want to go just a little bit further in to catch a little bit more of that, just because I do need to plan for there being some overlap, and I do also need to make this just a little bit longer, so I'm going to do a scale 1D, and I'm now going to select this object. We're going to do a Boolean split and do this, and now when I select that wing, I just get the wing and I don't grab anything else. So I can just work with this object. The advantage of doing the Boolean split versus, say, doing a drawn line is that it gives you an enclosed object, so you don't have to try to patch it or anything, which you can end up with some very strangely shaped objects. So any means to which to end up with a closed object is generally a better way to go about things. And just to show you what that does with the drawn line instead, so say I decide I want to do this as a V, I could do that as a drawn line. I'm going to grab that, put it there. I could do a split by this, however, when I remove this, I have an open-ended object, and then I've got to figure out how to close that, and that's not going to be fun. So I would just, in general, avoid that, and I'm going to move along I'm actually going to pause.